to the heart of Texas, NRG Stadium in Houston. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the London Black Knights and the Houston Texans. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. To throw on second is Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Down, black 22.
Watson going to give this one to Miller. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Down, green the line, green the line. Check.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Watson on 3rd down. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 23 yards on the play. The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Here's a give to Miller. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Black 22. Black 22.
Now a handoff to Miller. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. as his guys are in for 6.
And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that makes the score 7-0. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. Returnable for Dorsett. Philip Dorsett by himself. Touchdown. Philip Dorsett, 95 yards. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, there you go. They gave up a score to start the game, and as quick as they could get it back, they did on the return.
And people talk about this all the time, whether you're coaching it, whether you're trying to work on it, whether you're just trying to put in the minds of your players. Attack back as fast as you can after giving up a score. No quicker way than on a kick return.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. First down carry now for Miller. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
On second down, here's Watson. Being chased out left. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
This is Miller. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Miller. And 3 yards there, takes him to the 45.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
From the gun on third, Watson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Carr now on first down. Left side, it's Dorsett. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
White. 93.
From the gun, it's Carr. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On first down, Carr. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Throwing on first down is Carr. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's going to be caught. And he will take it in for the touchdown. A big play there. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And his guys are able to strike for 6. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Texans set to come onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Down. Black 22. Black 22. Black 99 Philly.
On 1st and 10, Watson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
We got three.
They'll run with Miller. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Come back.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Looking deep for Demarius. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well.
Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And that will come the offense as they take over. And now back out comes the offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. Carlson on for the PAT. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And now out comes Houston. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
4 down, 4 down. Black 22. Black 22. Richmond.
From the gun, here's Watson. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage?
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Joshua Perry coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? A shotgun snap for Watson. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not got much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Yo, Chief. OP.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
After the interception, here's Watson. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Black 22.
Here's Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And they finally are able to take him down at the opposite 47. Watson to Hopkins for a huge hookup and even 40 yards. Tenth carry now for Lamar Miller. Quick move by Miller. The 20. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Texans have cut it to within a score. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Fairbairn now to kick this one away. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. DJ Reader in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Carr. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And got his man complete. The 30, 20, 10. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And now out comes Houston. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Watson now on second down. Dumps it complete to Miller. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. They go play action here on first down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Josh Perry in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Lamar Miller. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here's Dorsett. Oh, and now he bowls him over. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. Carr going to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by LON HOU. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Watson eluding the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. The final shot here before half for Carr. He's going to float this over the middle deep. He's got it at the 15. So we have come to halftime, and what's already all right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They stay on the ground. This is Marshall again. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Jadeveon Clowney in there for the 20th time this year as he continues what could be a record-setting season. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Shotgun now for Carr. And the pressure gets to him again. Whitney Merciless in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Operating from the gun, Carr. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Making 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the 2nd half. They're down in this game, a chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now Watson to throw on 2nd down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Watson now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10.
Richmond.
Watson now to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. Watson hitting Fuller with a big one. 54 yards.
Two jet. Richmond.
Watson looks to throw again. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2.
Well, I don't even have to stretch for this one. This is 4-down territory. They've got to get it in with the deficit that they're facing.
Absolutely. It's not the 4th quarter, but still, I think you can't be thinking 3 here.
Now, if you do that, you might...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
Spins away. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
Now a play fake here on first down. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now a play fake. Carr. That is caught inside the 5. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. In for the score. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Carlson now to add the extra point. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And now out comes Houston. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Now it's Miller. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Back now here on EA Sports. The Texans on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 14.
3 down.
To throw is Watson, operating from the gun. And that is incomplete. Charles, I think back to your earlier statement about the visitors being the underdogs needing to win that turnover battle. And this defense, they forced 2 turnovers so far, a big reason why they lead this game.
Yeah, and I know defenses always talk about getting turnovers in bunches, getting those takeaways. 2's not a bunch, but it's plenty in this game, exactly the formula they need. And I got to tell you, partner, I like it when you think back to something I said that actually comes true. It's actually right.
It happens more often than you might think. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. but you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
This is Marshall. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Express. 618. 734. Hey.
To throw, it's Carr. His throw caught at about the 5. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Hey, Raider 2. Mike, 93. 93.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Keith Marshall with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And this offense is running away with this one. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 40. And he will score. It's a touchdown. Carlson on for the PAT. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. To throw on 2nd is Watson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Watson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
The Texans send the punter out. He's been terrific so far. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. "21 yards. Well done on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now this offense ready to head back out there. The outcome of this one, Well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out, and no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Ah, yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from the first one and blew out the Seahawks.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Whoa! Let's get go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
That's a football play right there. That takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right. Get it to your back. Get a lot of people out in front. Control the line of scrimmage. Wide receivers blocking downfield. It almost feels like half the crowd is in front of him, getting it down to the secondary. They have a tough time getting him down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Carr on the bootleg. And his pass incomplete.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Loose right. Everyone's got four down. Bang, 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 bang. Let 5-man box.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run with Marshall. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And here's Marshall. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Now they'll run it on the toss. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
29. 29.
From the gun, Carr. And he's got it. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Touchdown, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
Carlson now to add the extra point. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
You're not going to want that feeling again.
no, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Down. 280. 280. I got him. On me.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 35. And this will be a touchdown. Carlson on for the PAT. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run, and just lost track, and it cost him.
After the penalty, it's Miller. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for our visitors, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Meanwhile, for the Texans, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.